Well, it's a very good question. Biden has answered the second question by saying, no, we're not doing enough to handle the humanitarian problem that comes from thousands and thousands of young children coming to the United States to seek asylum. So that's the first answer. The second answer, though, is, I think the whole question, the whole issue of immigration has been, unfortunately, very politicized and ignores a number of very important facts. The fact of the matter is that whether you have a Republican administration or a Democratic administration, doesn't matter. We continue to see, whether it be under Obama or whether it be under Bush or whether it be under Trump or whether it be under Biden, we continue to see cycles, surges of immigration over the years. Obama had record numbers. Trump had record numbers of immigrants coming here. And Biden, actually, there are fewer people at the border now than there were when Trump took office and during Trump's administration. So, I'm not saying that Biden or Obama or Trump have a more effective policy in dealing with immigration. I'm saying that none of them have an effective policy. And the reason is because there are a couple of reasons. Number one, the reason is because the conditions that push people to walk across deserts and over mountains and, in terrible circumstances, the conditions that push people to come to the United States haven't changed. And those conditions are gang violence, poverty, crime, and persecution in Central America. That's why these people are coming here. The second reason that it's not a political issue is because U.S. law encourage these people to come. And by that I mean these people are coming to the United States because they want asylum. And under U.S. law, if you have a reasonable fear of persecution because of politics or because of crime or because of your gender or religious beliefs, then you can apply for and be granted asylum. So that's what these people are doing. So the only way to change that is to change the asylum laws. The second point is, ironically, the better you treat these people, the more are going to come. I mean, and so it puts American officials in a difficult dilemma because on the one hand, nobody wants to see thousands of children without food and shelter and medical care on the border. On the other hand, if you build facilities and create facilities where they can get all that, they're going to come. Now, Biden has said that doesn't matter. He's going to take care of them. He's going to put them in military installations so that while they're here, while their asylum petitions are being heard, they don't die. But that doesn't solve the problem. A wall didn't solve the problem. Working with foreign governments to get them to prevent people from going there across their territory to the United States hasn't solved the problem. So I think this is a long-term issue that will only be solved by changing U.S. law so that it doesn't provide an incentive for people to come here. In theory, the idea of improving the conditions in the countries where these kids come from might help to give them an incentive to stay. But in practice, it doesn't work that way, I think. Why? Look, the governments and societies in these countries, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, are very corrupt. And, if you send money there, it's not going to be spent on the people who need it. It's going to go into the pockets of the rich and powerful. So, and oh, by the way, no American taxpayer wants to create jobs and opportunity for people in Central America when there are lots of people who need that help in the United States. So I think it's people talk about that, but I don't think that's the solution. The solution is to remove the illusion in people's minds that they can get into the United States and stay in the United States.